Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 45 in season 2 of my Nightmare series in Agrarian Skies. And I'm over here in the jungle by my bean farm that has been working a bit. I finished off planting all the beans in there, and it is working very, very well, I must say. You can see that all the lamps are making these grow like mad. And if I take a look in my system real quick at beans, you can see I've already accumulated just about every type and a little bit. You get a lot more of the 6 basic types. Those are a lot more common than all the rest. That's okay though. I have noticed one quick problem with this. This back row of beans, as I suspected, my golem is just not able to see that top row. He sees the bottom row, just not the top row. Everything else is in range. So, I think what I'm going to do is chop out this bottom piece of wood right there. And then get my bell out. I hope if I just left click him, I should be able to pick him up without taking off all of his enhancements. There, yep. That seems to have worked. Yes, it still shows his shows that he has his top hat and all that stuff, and I put him right there. Maybe he'll go get those ones on the top. And I put these ones there. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, so now he'll get that top row, I hope. And hopefully it's not a case of, nah, he's working it out. He's figuring out what to do. Okay, so I've got like a ton of beans. This is working great for me. Standing over here with my armor activated, I'm just going to end up with a bunch of beans in my inventory. I'm loving my new armor. This having the haste in there all the time is kind of nice. It is a little inconvenient sometimes, but what's really cool is with the haste on my armor, if I hit the road, whoosh, that is not sped up. That is actually how fast I'm moving. I did a little decoration over here between episodes. I was just hanging out in the trying to keep the world loaded because I had a little problem with my ender quarry in the nether. Apparently when I closed the game and saved it, it lost its progress, so now it's like it's scanning back over all the dirt that it already processed, so I'm not really getting anything from it right this moment. I laid out the footprint of what is going to be the tower eventually, and it's just taking me a long time to get to, but I really want it to be like spectacular when I get it done. So that's going to be the footprint. It's going to go up. I think I'm going to do like a 6 little mini towers around it after a certain height, and then and then up top there's going to be something. Maybe I'll make a giant floating crystal like for the for the top, like it's going to be like, yeah, it's going to be at least this tall, maybe even this tall. Yeah. No, more about like here, like pretty much the top of it's going to be about on level with my trophy level over here, and then I will go ahead and move all my trophies into that tower eventually when I get done. So let's take a look at this the church. As you can see, I added the traditional cross to it. I thought that made it. If you couldn't tell it was a church before, you certainly should be able to tell it's a church now. So if we come inside, we can see we've got another one cross at the end. I've got the holy water right there, so you can wash your hands on the way in, or whatever they do with holy water. And I got a desk set up from Bibliocraft up here as the preacher's podium, and the book on there. If I get empty hand. Look at it. It's actually the quest book from the HQM. So there's a spare quest book in here if you needed one. That's pretty much all I've done over here in the village between episodes. So let's talk about what else I did between episodes real quick. I expanded the size of the molecular assembler chamber. Just I moved it out this way one more, so now it's 5 by 4 by 5. And I got rid of the liquid turn-in assembly over here because I don't think I have any more liquids to turn in, whatsoever. So I didn't see any point in keeping it there, and so I just expanded it off in this direction. So put my golem bell away and move on to the next thing. I apologize if the last one went a bit long. If you don't particularly like long videos, I guess I need to work on that. I try to make them around 40 minutes, which is how long a regular 1-hour video is once you take out all the commercials. So yeah, moving right along. I was working on some bees in between. I do want to get my bees done. I'm over the whole bee thing. Not not gun shy of them anymore. And especially now that I have my upgraded armor, I don't have to worry too much about the void. And I'm going to be smart and keep my warp book on my bar at all times. So I have a little problem though. I remember I said I ended up getting knocked off while I was trying to figure out why the species weren't queen. I got two problems actually. Now these are the two subspecies that I need to put together. Yeah, I think, well, abnormal needs to go with like one other thing yet, and then that's what I need to put together in order. Whoa, got some lag there. Let me see what, be right back. Let's see what's going on with this. Okay, what that lag was is my hard drive ran out of space, and then I thought I was recording again, and realized that a few minutes later after I had done some stuff, realized that I was not actually recording. And while I was trying to figure out where my place was in the video, I was reviewing my first little bit of video and realized that I need like a shock collar for every time I say it just needs to like shock me, because that was pretty ridiculous. Clearly I was just trying to fill space with my voice or something. So I will try to work with that in the future. I know how much I dislike it in other people's videos, so it's terrible that I was doing it. So I planted these forestry trees over here in order to try and get some pollen, because I put in all these pollen sieves in all of my industrial... Oh, yeah, I've got one of them bees in there with the gravity effect. Dang, there's the again, and the sorry. I put bees in there for the two final breeding pairs. Final breeding pairs that I needed for see, that's just my brain goes blank and I immediately resort to saying so if you wanted to do a drinking game, get drunk, you could definitely get drunk real good if you drank every time I said Certus course. I'm trying to get Certus combs, and I need to breed a quantum. Now I had my abnormal and my hermetic. That's ones I just put together, so I'm breeding out my spatial in there right now. And if I look in here, I've got a spectral. I bred that one. That was one of the ones I thought I had recorded. And all of those guys have the aura of gravity, which will just randomly throw you. And it can throw you real far. Like, the one time it threw me clear over here. And the time that I died a few episodes ago, it actually threw me clear over here. So yeah, it's a very dangerous bee species to work with in a skyblock. So yeah, I'm almost got it, and if it has that effect, I'm going to have to make sure that I replace its effect with one of the other ones that I've stripped off of the jaded bees here. You can see that I've been stripping bees. I don't know why it doesn't want to process that last one there. Whoa. A little too close to them, I guess. I want to work with some stuff. So one of the things that I lost in my since my hard drive was full was I was talking about how these gene samples work. They work, if you're familiar with the extra bees genetics with the serums and things. Yeah, see I have an empty serum thing, and if I click over here it'll show you all these serums. These are the extra bees way of doing it. And you get whatever quality of the bee stripped off into a serum, and then you charge it, and you purify it, and that gives quality and lets you reproduce those qualities in other bees by genetically altering them to have the abilities that are in that serum. Oh, and I guess another bit of video that I lost. Oh man, that sucks. Video that I lost was me setting up this whole thing. So dang, I guess I gotta, whoa, bees tossing me all over the place. I guess I need to go over this whole thing again. So what I did is I moved the Rainmaker over here. You see, I set up a precision export bus to be only active once per pulse, and to put dissipation charges into the Rainmaker. Now this right here is a advanced block update detector from Extra Utilities. And if I look at that real quick, update detector. Now, in a much earlier video, I showed how easy it is to make one of these block update detectors. That will detect if a block changes to, on any side of the update detector. The advanced update detector, which is regular detector surrounded by redstone blocks and regular stone blocks, will actually detect when the metadata of a neighboring block changes. So I'm using an X-Nilo barrel, which will fill with water because it's not under any shelter. Whenever it rains, it will start to fill with water, which will change the metadata, and it will activate the block update detector. Block update detector will send a redstone signal to all neighboring blocks, which includes the precision export bus, which will then go ahead and fire dissipation charge the moment that it starts to rain. Then the block update detector will also initiate the fluid duct, which will drain out the barrel so that it doesn't fill up all the way and eventually stop working. What I discovered is that when it does rain, instead of this staying on for the entire duration until it stops, it kind of just flashes. What ends up actually happening is I'm using 2 dissipation charges per each rainfall to automatically cancel the rain. Works for me. I don't mind using the extra one. So, and then yeah, this is a rednet cable, just moves that. I could use a piece of regular redstone there too, probably. I just like the cable. I think it looks, I like the way it looks. And then this is a quest delivery system with no quest set, so it'll accept the water and just kind of void it out, get rid of it. You could, there's that again. You could put a actual liquid void here block, I think. If we look at void from extra utilities, I mean it's expense fluid void. it's kind of an expensive block to make just to get rid of liquids, but especially when you have access to a quest delivery system block which will accept anything and trash it more or less. That looks good. So I think that's pretty much everything I talked about when I originally set this up, and unfortunately didn't get recorded. So hopefully that's clear. If there's any questions about how this works, I mean, this took me a while to figure out. There's not exactly a lot of ways to accomplish a automatic rain canceller in this mod pack. If this was like, if we had like Project Red, whoops, Project Red or something like that, this one's done. So that means I've almost done with this beeline, and I will have make a beeline for the bees. I will have the bee that I want, which is the quantum bee, which makes the Certus comb, which is one of the ones I need to turn in. Technically, I'm pretty sure that I could turn in any honeycomb and it would count, but I want to actually complete the quest the way it's meant to be completed, and get the actual Certus combs. The nice thing about this is I need mellocombs for the same quest, and this will produce 2 out of the combs that I need. So that makes it the ideal bee. So I need my spatial and a spectral. So I have my spatial princess, and I'm going to get a spectral drone out of here. Actually, since I have 2 spectral princesses, I'm going to get the spatial drone and use that to breed with. Go ahead and toss these 2 into here, and finally I can get my quantum queen. Now she is probably going to have some nasty aura that I want to alter. So for that I actually have some of these gene samples ready to go. Now when you're getting the gene samples, they work the same way as the serums, if you're familiar with those. But any ones that you don't want or that you get duplicates of, you can take and put them into an oven. Look, I don't need that one. I don't need the normal lifespan either. I definitely don't need that one. Yeah, there it is again. You can, wipe them clean by putting them in a furnace, and that will give you back a blank. So I don't need that one either, and I don't need this one. I'm going to work hard on being clear about the way I'm talking, maybe slow down a little bit, because I've been told that I'm sometimes too rushed with my speech. So hopefully if I concentrate real hard, I can come across a little more clear. I need the blanks. Let me get some more blanks here. I'm not sure why it doesn't want to use that last one. Let's see if I put some more blanks in there and if it'll start working again. No? Not sure. Oh, because it's out of lab equipment. That's why it's not working. I'm sitting here wondering why it's not working. Because it takes lab equipment too. So let's just craft a stack of that to put in there, because I'm going to be doing a bunch of this, probably a bunch more between episodes, because I'm going to need to get specific genes, and then I want to get them into a template, which is a set of genes, so that I can alter some bees in order to make them uber bees or super bees, however you want to say it. So there's my quantum princess. I want to examine that one first because hey, come back here. Yeah, I want to examine that one first because effect teleport. But that seems like it could be extremely bad in Skyblock. So let me refresh my flight. And because I have no idea what this, and actually I should have checked, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, I guess something else that I didn't record was I went over to the end and got the dragon egg to bring over here because the bees that I was trying to breed required the end flower, and the end flower is actually a dragon egg. So instead of doing the genetic manipulation and altering them to, be able to accept regular flowers, I decided that since I had killed the end dragon and I could easily go get the egg, I just went ahead and got the egg. And there it is. I put it over here while I'm breeding these bees. And I am guessing that it's probably going to be end flower too. I'm curious to see what's going to happen when I get teleported. I've got my flight going, yes. I'm really curious about this. Oh! I think it teleported a pig. Whoa. It's killing my farm animals. See, that's the only problem with the pig pen being this close to the finisher. I maybe should have the finisher on the other end. Because this will be the second time I have to replace the pigs in my pen because the bees that I was breeding killed them. I wonder what happened to the other pigs. I wonder if they fell. Oh, there's a pig out here now. See, yeah, he just got teleported. That is neat. Okay, so it basically teleports things like they were Endermen. And I'm guessing that it can probably teleport them up into the air and down below the platform. And these trees still haven't grown. I'm gonna go grab some bone meal. Bone meal those. So if I could, okay, there's apparently where one of the other pigs went. I just picked up the pork from him. Grab some bone meal to use on these trees out here. Oh, I wonder if, whoops. I wonder if I need, okay, there we go. There's one. There's a lime. And there's a whatever that is. What is that? I forget. It looks like a nut tree of some kind. So yeah, those are going to start collecting. Now the bees will start collecting. Okay, see the rain thing is going. See, it flashes. That wasn't exactly what I intended, but it does work. And it immediately stopped the rain, which is great. So my bees will keep working. Because remember, I didn't put any rain sheds in any of these because I wanted to have sieve upgrades instead. And I wanted to have the production upgrades in there too. And you gotta have the light upgrade because otherwise they won't work at night. Unless you give them the genes. So when I get my super gene, or my super bee template, I might be able to switch some of these up and have the sieve and some other stuff. But of course, if I have the super gene template, they'll work on the rain. Because that's one of the things that you can get off of, particularly the rocky bee is probably where you want to get all those ones that like to make your bees work in the nighttime and in a cave and in the rain. The rocky bee has all of those good species traits, and you can get them all from that one. So, Mr. Pig, since well, I'm surprised it didn't teleport me. I guess maybe it only works on livestock. So okay, it finished up. That's going to be one. There I go again. That's going to be one that I don't want the aura for. I'm going to want to see if I can't change up the aura for it. So I'm going to need one drone and one princess. And if I look, actually I think I have the aura that I want to give to it in here. Fertility, yeah. Beaterific. I think that's the same aura. It's the same aura as the Jaded Bee, and I think it's the same aura that the Imperial Queen has. So, this will be the first time I've actually done this. Yeah, Piggy. I'll replace the pigs later, not a big deal. It's not like I need pork or anything anyway, so if I put this in here, will it go in there? No. Okay, transposer. Maybe I need to get one of these things. The genetic template. And if I put a template, gene sample can be added. So if I do this, there we go. It now has 1 out of 13 chromosomes. So I've got the first chromosome, in my Super B template. But that's enough to change the aura on these quantum drones so that they know, or these quantum bees, so they no longer teleport stuff, and they will actually give me a regen effect instead. I think that's the only thing I really care to change on them at this point. I can come back later and further alter them once I get my genetic template set up. And they might even have some, you know what I should have put on there, is I should have put the rest of my, yeah. In fact, as soon as this is done, I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of them on there. So if I look in here, I've got maximum flowering and maximum fertility. So why don't I go ahead and put those in the template as well. And what's that do? That gives me 13 of the chromosomes. If I hold shift, I can see exactly what they are. Now, put this back in here and go ahead. I'm going to run these through again. That should give them the maximum fertility and maximum flowering, which is going to increase the rate at which they produce flowers. It's also going to, I think that's pollination that I need for the rate at which they gather pollen. Well, no, flowering, pollination, that should be the same thing. Okay, I need to run the drone through again. And then as soon as those are done, I can go ahead and put them in one of these apiaries. You know what I didn't do is I didn't get one that actually changed the type of flower. So let's see what their actual flower is. Well, it says regular flowers, so that's good. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so put that in there and that in there. And I should have oh, I don't think, yeah, I didn't put the, what is it I need, the production upgrades in these outside ones. So if I get some production upgrades, let me go ahead and craft 14 of those. Yes, I should have 7 industrial apiaries, and I want to put 2 in each. So I grab out 14 of those. Wrong thing. And come back over here and put some of them in there. Well, I really need, well, it really increases, oops, there we go. Put it, oh, no, we put just 2 in there. It really increases the power draw on these when they have the extra, all this stuff. So yeah, I'm up to 41 RF tick per apiary that's running. Fortunately, these ones that don't have bees in them don't aren't making any, or aren't drawing any power if they don't have bees in them. So That is a good thing. And finally, there we go. So yeah, really sad that I missed, or that I lost a bit of video where I actually put this together as I was talking about it, but I think I explained it pretty well. Yeah, spilled milk and all that stuff, I guess. So yeah, I got some bees done. I showed you how to make a automatic rain dissipator. I love this thing. I do really love this thing because that's something I thought of. So, and yeah, I fixed up my thing over there. I guess the other thing I didn't show you is what I actually did in the end, which is I put some torches over here to stop all the Endermen because it was just a ridiculous amount of Endermen. And I actually put a walkway all the way down to the exit, and I made a 3x3 chunk platform, 3x3 chunks, and made this basically so if I ever wanted to build like maybe a mob spawner or something over here that would run and wouldn't despawn mobs, you know, because this is a different dimension. And if I wanted to farm ender pearls, all I gotta do is take this torch and pick it up, because this is far enough away from the other torch that the endermen will spawn all over this platform. It's pretty ridiculous, but yeah, that's all I did over here. And back over to the cat house. That's where I should show up. Yeah, there we go. Of course, whenever you come back that way, it cancels your buffs and stuff. So we'll take another fight potion. Okay, I think that's going to be about it for today. I guess, well, oh, that's interesting. I don't know what's going on there. Huh. I wonder if that's because I don't have the glasses anymore. I lost them when I lost everything else. I wonder if that's actually been pollinated. It shouldn't pollinate the trees themselves when you have the sieves in there. I have a sieve in every one of them, but or maybe it does both. I don't know. I could go check and see if any of these are actually giving pollen yet, to see if I have any new pollen. I think I do, yeah. Look at that. I have common beach pollen now that's showing up in my inventory. And there's something else new, silver lime pollen. So yeah, that seems to be working, and seems to be working kind of quick. So I will be able to breed any of the trees that I want to breed pretty easily. And I'll have to, do I have a, yeah, I'll have to remake the industrial grafter and some other stuff. Still some tools that I haven't quite replaced because I just haven't had the need for them. And basically I've just been replacing them as I come across the need again. The grafter is going to be one of those things. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. I got some bees done. I showed you that little device there, the rain canceller. I talked about, I showed you what was going on over here. This thing is just going to be, this is just running awesomely. Although I do have one slight problem with it, I think. Man, that just moves so fast. I do have one slight problem, is that I think, yeah, I'm using the herba faster than it can be produced. Just slightly. Just slightly. I think most of the torches are actually running. It's just this is draining as fast. It's basically using it as fast as it can make it, and maybe just slightly faster. So occasionally one of them might blink off for a moment over there now. I don't know. You know what I didn't do? I didn't finish a quest, so I guess this episode's not over until I finish a quest, right? So let's see what I can do. I don't even know if there's anything I can do to finish a quest in this short period of time. I think I was originally going to do some soul sand stuff. I can check on the status of my cobble gen. I'm up to 5 million. That's good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm not wrapping this up because I just remember what the other major thing that I wanted to do was. And that is activate a sigil. So I've got 11 inactive ones. This is going to help out a lot for keeping my world loaded. And you'll see how that works out here in a minute. Hopefully this doesn't put me over my time that I wanted to keep to. But I'm going to need some dirt, unfortunately. I had to use up a little bit of dirt. I'm going to need a enchantment altar. A regular enchantment altar. One of those. Right there. Yep, just like that. And a bit of redstone. And let's see, I need to go find a good place to do this. Actually, I know a good place to do this. Also, I'm going to need a pig or something. We'll just get a pig because I'm pretty sure I have, yeah, I already have some pig spawn things. Ooh, am I in time? Am I past time? I'm going to do it up here. Way up here. I got plenty of flight, so I need to lay out a 5x5 bit of dirt. You know, I have a wand for that. Probably should use it. There we go. 5x5 bit of dirt. Put down the... And I think it could be a little bit less than 5x5, but 5x5 makes sure that it works. And then surround it with redstone. Where's the moon at? Is it coming up still? Yeah, it's still moving up. I've got time, maybe, because I want to get a silk touch thing. The silk touch wood sword, that'll work. I only need to get one piece of it. So let me get the sigil on my bar, and when the time comes, it'll start flashing. You know, tell me. Actually, if I, what is it? Shift click on there? Yeah. Dress to serve. Lit. Okay, good thing I did that because I remember that I gotta get rid of these torches over here probably. Now it should be. It's too early. Okay, cool. I got time. As the moon comes up the rest of the way, as soon as it reaches midnight, the sigil will indicate that it's good enough, or that the time to perform the sacrifice. I'll spawn a pig and kill it right here on the altar, and that should activate the sigil. There we go. Let's see, it started to flash glowy. Ba-boom. And you do a pig, you get a pigman because he gets struck by lightning. Big booms. Okay, get me a sword out with the silk touch on it. And go ahead and pick up some of these blocks because I want to save these for something else later on. These can actually help out my... Whoa. These will actually help out my... what am I trying to say? My altar, my blood altar, because I'll be able to use these as in the passive spawning room below that. in order to increase the spawn rate by a lot. So I'll have more blood available. And I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to put those away. And then I'm going to show you what I wanted to get this activated sigil for. First of all, you're going to need a regular old crafting table. It has to be a vanilla crafting table to make this work. You can't do it in your ME system. You used to be able to, but you can't no more. So put that out there. I'm going to need some iron. Actually, I need 3 pieces of iron and 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds, and I need 2 sticks because I'm making a axe. I need 1 more diamond. I'm making an axe from, and there's a bunch of different ones you can make with this, but basically what I'm going to do is I want to make these unstable ingots from extra utilities. And these are cool, except when you make these, you only got 10 seconds to use them or they blow up. And I think they will blow you up regardless of any other protections that you might have. And if we look at the recipes for them, that's how you make them. And then what they can be used for is, well, you could make these blocks. I don't know. I've never seen anybody make the blocks. I'm sure you can do it, but this is the original way to make a builder's wand. Jaded Cat actually added in the diamond recipe for these. They can be used to make precision shears, and I probably will get around to making some of these other tools next episode because I definitely want a pair of precision shears. They can be used to make an etheric sword. Now this sword does not take any durability for killing mobs whatsoever, so it's really good if you want to use it in an autonomous activator. The destructive pickaxe, this thing when you break certain blocks it just destroys them, and it picks up ore real fast too. The erosion shovel, this is similar to the pickaxe. This will just basically eliminate rock. Like, so you don't want to get a bunch of cobblestone in your inventory, you would use this pick. If you use the erosion shovel, when you break dirt, it just destroys it. It doesn't go to your inventory or become an item on the ground or anything. It just destroys dirt. So, not something I want to use in this map because I want all my dirt, but in a regular map that might be useful. Now this right here, the healing axe, that is what I want. That's what I'm going to be making. The reversing hoe, that will actually turn farmland into dirt and dirt into grass. It'll also turn cobblestone into smooth stone. It's a pretty neat little useful tool. Let's see, what else is there? The sonar goggles are interesting, but I don't particularly have use for them. Ethereal glass. This right here is awesome. Ethereal glass, you can walk through it, but mobs cannot. So it's great for making doors that are both see-through and mob-proof. So yeah, I'm making the healing axe, which will not only heal you, it'll fill your food bar as long as you're holding it in your hand, which is going to be great for keeping my world running while I'm AFK. So, how I want to do this. Ingots do not stack. They don't. These guys, the unstable ingots, do not stack at all. So what I want to do is fill up all of my slots except for. Ooh, good thing I noticed that. I need 1 more stick to be able to craft the axe. There we go. 2 sticks. So I got my 2 stacks, and I got actually. Put these up there, that there, because, and I want that there. Okay, so that's so that when these come back to my inventory, they're going to be forced into these slots which are closest to the crafting grid, and that will help me speed up the crafting process a little bit, because remember, if I don't get these used within 10 seconds, boom, and it sucks. So here goes nothing. Ooh, there. Got it. Healing axe. No booms. So yeah, you don't get to see me go blow up or nothing like that. So I'm going to toss that wooden sword back in there. Put this dirt away. So yeah, now whenever I hold the axe in my hand, it should fill, yeah, there you go, see? Fills my hunger bar. I don't have to worry about eating. I can go AFK and keep the system running. And the main reason I want to do that is because, like I said, I was having problems with the quarry resetting from, when I save. I don't think it's supposed to do that. I think it might have just been something screwy. But I need to see my netherrack's still not going up. And let's see, probably got time. I don't think I've used up a lot of time this episode because I lost a good portion of what I did with that the rain dissipator. If I come over here and look, yeah, there's lots of dirt over here for me to get. And these little guys are just messing things up. I think that has a lot to do with my lag, is all of these little critters. So I will go ahead and reveal right now how I intend to get all this dirt picked up. I have these bound shovels, bound axe. The shovels, what I'm going to use. And I don't know if you've ever seen these used before, but you're about to. So what this is going to do is it's going to clear all this dirt. Boom. Now that's the right click ability. It uses a lot of blood pool to do that, and life pool. So if I look at my life pool, of course it filled right back up because I had a bunch of reserve in the altar over there already. So if I do that again, I can come down here, get a bunch of dirt. Now see, yeah, see there it started to use up a bit of the reserve now. So, and just go ahead and clear that dirt out. I can just clear tons of dirt in a short period of time. Oh, and I've got so much dirt in my inventory that I need to store some. So that is how I am going to get all this dirt picked up. I'm not going to go ahead and do all that on camera, but I will come back and grab all of this dirt relatively soon by using the shovel, the bound shovel. This thing's awesome. Look at that. Poof. All that. Got it. No. Whoops. No, oh dang it. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get rid of that lava because it's annoying. And then get some more dirt. Which, dang it, did it again. Burning up dirt, that's bad. There we go. Did any of it land down here? Some of it did. I think I picked it up. So yeah, anyway. That's how I'm going to get the dirt. And that's how the bound things. If you just use the regular, I mean it tears through dirt real fast. But the right click ability is awesome. It just takes a lot of life pool. And if I check my life pool now that I've used it like several times, yeah, see I'm down a bit. Of course I have 10 million, so it's not a major issue for me at this stage of the game. So I'll be able to use that no problem to collect all that dirt in a short period of time. And get back over here. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Had a little bit of trouble. Like I said, I lost some good footage. I did get to show you a awesome creation though, and a bit about bees, and a bit about how I'm going to go about getting some dirt. I did not get a quest done this episode. I'm a bit sad about that. There's just I guess I'll have to make up with it make up for it next episode and get at least 2 done. So anyway, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you did not, let me know what I could do to make it better. I've already had a comment about my audio, and I'm working on my speech, so hopefully I will get rid of some of those massive amount of fillers. Yeah, I really apologize about that. I know how much I dislike that in other people's videos, and I just watching a little bit of the clip from the beginning of this, I realized how bad I was doing it this episode. So anyway, I will catch you later.